Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today we are talking a hot topic in skincare, and that's castor oil for the face. It is the #1 most searched for skincare term, and so many people online are promoting the use of castor oil as nature's botox. I was super skeptical because I think lots of these oils, natural or herbal remedies have come before and has always led to disappointment. So I tried it, and honestly, I've been really impressed. I've been using castor oil for the past 12 months now, and I definitely think it's had a positive impact on my skin. However, there is definitely right ways and wrong ways to use it. So if you're tempted to jump on the castor oil trend, I think it's really important to know how to use castor oil for the very best results. And that's really what I want to demonstrate in today's video. Sit back, relax, and let's talk how to use castor oil. Now, in today's video, I'll be sharing my own experiences with castor oil, but I'd love to know what yours are. So take part in our little poll down in the comment section below. If you've used castor oil and you're a huge fan and advocate of it, let me know by leaving the heart emoji and share with me any of your recommendations. If you're somebody that's used castor oil and you've just not been impressed, you don't understand the hype, again, let me know by leaving the cross emoji and state what went wrong for you. That way we can really see where everyone's opinions lie, and I really do love to hear from you each and every single day. Whatever your thoughts on castor oil, if you want to get this message out there about how to use it properly so people can get maximum results, it'd really help me out if you reach down and give the video a thumbs up and a like. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So, castor oil, been around for decades, millennia. People have used it forever, but recently it's become super popular in the skincare space, with people referring to it as nature's botox. I've already spoken about this in a previous video to say, whilst it's not going to give you the same results as an injectable botox treatment, it definitely does have some pro-aging benefits, especially when it comes to hydrating the skin, plumping things out, and preventing the emergence of those fine lines and wrinkles. Castor oil is also a great anti-inflammatory oil, so if you're somebody that suffers with a lot of sensitivity, inflammation, breakouts that can appear red and inflamed, then castor oil can be a really great way of getting on top of that. It's always worth noting that inflammation is the #1 enemy of the skin. It leads to a loss of collagen and elastin, fine lines and wrinkles will then appear. It can also trigger hyperpigmentation. So using ingredients like castor oil to suppress inflammation definitely has its place in our skincare routine. And like I say, I'm definitely a convert. I'll leave a little playlist, I'll link it up here, of all my castor oil videos if you did want to check it out on my own journey with this. But today, we're focusing on how to use it. And I want this to be short, sharp, and to the point so you know exactly how to incorporate it. So first up, choose the right castor oil. There are good and there are bad, and there's a lot in between. Things that I would definitely recommend you look out for when it comes to choosing one is don't break the bank. If I see anybody paying $100 for a castor oil, I will groan so loudly. You don't need to. It's a cheap and inexpensive ingredient. So go for something sort of $25 or less. That way you're not being taken advantage of when it comes to your hard-earned coin. Also, look for a castor oil that is cold pressed. Organic if you can get it, though certainly cold pressed, because that's going to preserve a lot of the anti-inflammatory benefits. Heat treating and heat extraction can definitely dilute and reduce the benefits, so go for cold pressed if you can. Also, make sure you go for something in a dark, opaque bottle, because castor oil can denature when it comes into contact with UV, so you want something in a dark bottle that's going to protect it, keep it fresh for as long as possible, and make sure you're getting the very best results. I've linked like my top 5 castor oils down in the description box below, so if you wanted to check out some of my personal favorites, they're all amazing options, budget friendly, and definitely ones that I've tried and enjoyed. But when it comes to using castor oil correctly, first up, please make sure you're mixing it. I see some people online just applying castor oil neat to the skin. That's going to lead to such a sticky, awful mess. Castor oil is the thickest of the oils I think is out there, and so you need to thin it down with a carrier oil. This means you're going to get a better application, it's going to absorb better into the skin, it's going to deliver you better benefits. So don't apply it neat. I think that's somewhat a mistake that a lot of people make, and then that puts them off ever using it again. Dilute it. One of my favorite ways of diluting it is to incorporate it with rosehip seed oil. These two complement each other really well. That'll really thin it through and you'll get a better experience. The ordinary fermented rosehip seed oil is one of my personal favorites. That's really going to dial up the hydration, and it's again got some anti-inflammatory properties too. Both of these oils are suitable for all skin types, so no matter what your skin type is, they'll pair well together. And that would be my personal recommendation. Rosehip seed oil alongside your castor oil together, just to thin it through in a roughly 50-50 ratio. A couple of drops of castor oil, a couple of drops of rosehip seed oil in the palm, massage it into the skin. Trust me, that'll make all the difference. Make sure as well, another tip I can give you is make sure you're using your castor oil in the evening. Again, it's an oil that does take its time to work in synergy with the skin and to be incorporated. So you don't want to use it on a morning where you might want to put sunscreen over the top and it could disrupt how that sunscreen works. You don't want to try and put makeup on top of it because it would just become a hot mess. So just make sure you're using your castor oil in the evening. The anti-inflammatory benefit will work throughout the day for you, even if you applied it on a night. And I just think you'll get a better experience. It'll sink in and get to work as you're sleeping. And then when you wake up, you can put your sunscreen, you can put your makeup on top of it with no problem whatsoever. All right, the third tip is massage it into areas where you have blackheads. We all have them. Doesn't matter what age, skin type, we all have blackheads and congestion. I get a lot on the nose. And so what I do is take that castor oil that I've already mixed with rosehip seed oil and I'll just massage it into areas where we have blackheads for about 5 minutes. Now, that does seem like a long time, I know, but trust me, this will work because the oil will actually help manipulate out some of the blackheads, the oil, and you'll just see it actually come. It's really satisfying. You'll see it emerge from the nose. You'll get those little oil plugs, which almost feel grainy to the touch. And that's those blackheads and sebaceous filaments being removed. It'll help minimize the risk of any future breakouts. It'll get everything smoothed out for you, and you'll definitely see a noticeable improvement in the size of your pores and the amount of blackheads that you actually have. It's a great way of, I think, getting to grips with any skin congestion. Finally, let's talk mixing your castor oil into your moisturizer. This is something that I only recently started doing and now it's just a game changer. Castor oil, like I say, is quite thick. It can struggle to penetrate the skin. It can almost sit like a layer. If you mix it in with your moisturizer, you will find it absorbs like that. You'll still get the same great benefits, but it'll just mean that your head can hit the pillow without the risk of it all transferring over. This, I think, has been the biggest game changer for me when it comes to using castor oil. I use my own moisturizer. This is Mad About Skin Maximum Impact Facial Moisturizer. Go for a moisturizer like this that isn't packed full of actives that could disrupt the castor oil. Go for something fairly neutral. This will hydrate, but nothing in here is going to conflict with that castor oil. Put a little of this in the palm of your hand, couple of drops of castor oil on top, work it together, apply it to the skin, and you will notice such a difference. You could do this for the rest of the body too if you've got your favorite body moisturizer. A couple of drops of castor oil, just elevate the hydration you're going to get, have some anti-inflammatory benefits, and it makes all the world of difference. This for me, I think, is the biggest tip I can give you guys. Mix it in with your moisturizer and it will just work so well. Castor oil for me has been a bit of a journey. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, which is why I wanted to film this today so that you guys can learn by them and hopefully make your own way in the castor oil world. Do I think it's going to cure everything that you want in terms of your skin? Absolutely not. And people that say it's the only skincare ingredient you need, they're lying to you. However, it can be a nice addition to a skincare routine to elevate the hydration levels, suppress any inflammation that you see, and have some nice anti-aging benefits too. I came into this as a total skeptic. I'm leaving as a convert. And so I just wanted to share with you how to use castor oil on the face for the very best results, hopefully helping you on your skincare journey. If you've got any castor oil questions, sound off in the comment section below. And don't forget to take part in our poll and let me know exactly what your own opinions are when it comes to this facial oil. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.